I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Fatma Al-Bastaki. I'm one of the judgment panel for the Khalifa International Award for Early Learning. I worked as a cluster manager between schools. Currently, I'm working as a project manager for the Chinese language expansion across the United Arab Emirates. It's a pleasure today to share with you the categories of the Khalifa International Award for Early Learning. The objectives of the Khalifa International Award lies in several capacities. Number one is to promote various social, physical, intellectual, psychological and cognitive capacities in early childhood learning. Also, it enriches the early learning programs with research that informs practice and have great impact on changing the policies and also the best programs, curricula, and advanced teaching pedagogies. It also motivates innovative teachers who are the creators of change and via and through their best practices and teaching methodologies. It also promotes the role of institutes that are specialized in early childhood, like specialized daycare, pre-KG centers, and other early childhood field. It also recognizes the innovative and successful approaches of parents and individuals and caregivers to support the early education. It benefits from the best research, especially rigorous studies with highly successful impact on early childhood level. We have two categories of the first category, as we mentioned, it's the best research and studies, and the second category is the best programs, curricula, and teaching pedagogies. Let's talk today about defining the categories offered by the Khalifa International Award for Early Learning. Best research and studies category, we seek to identify research on early learning and care, which supports the development in practice and including studies that provide innovative solutions to particular problems in early childhood field. The best research and studies criteria, here we judge these research on four measures. Number one is the innovativeness, importance, methodological rigor, and impact. Each of the criteria will be assigned to equal value in judging the applications. To assist in preparing your applications, we provide four main questions with sub-questions under each that should be addressed in each application. Research should have been published in some of already, for example, government or non-governmental organizational report, or a chapter in a book, or a book, or a journal article. Such applications should be the basis of applications and not the applications themselves. Applications should include an abstract of 300 words. That includes a brief description of the research, and also the application should be no more than 10 pages, excluding the abstract, references, and with an optional appendix of up to 3 pages that may include links to publications and other materials been published online. The four questions will focus on each criteria or each measure, as we mentioned. When we come to the innovativeness, the extent of the innovativeness and originality of the research, there are two sub-questions that the applicant should answer. Question one is about, does the research support the development of new policies and practices across the country, regionally or internationally? Does the research provide new insights into early learning and early childhood education and care, or alter how these are understood? The second question, which goes and lies under the importance, what's the significance of the research? Does the research address one or more critical issues for early learning policy or practice? Does the research include populations or contexts of particular importance, for example, children who are highly disadvantaged, or children or contexts that are understudied or excluded or underserved? The third question, which goes under the methodological rigor, the question is, does the research employ appropriate, clearly defined and ethical methods? And the sub-questions includes the 4 questions. Are the research methods clearly described, well explained and replicable? Has the research been reported in publication, as I mentioned earlier, whether in a book, chapter in a book, or any organizational report, or an article in journals? Do the methods provide a strong basis for trust and confidence in the findings and conclusions? Does the methodology offer a model to inspire or to be followed by future studies? The potential and what's the impact of this, the research? What are the potential and demonstrated impacts? What are the implications of research for practice? These may be for caregivers, teachers, parents, or others who influence young children. Does the research have potential or documented influence on policy practice? Are findings and insights from the research been used by other contexts across other countries or populations elsewhere? I think we talk about this. Yeah. The award components for the Khalifa International Award, it includes number 1, Khalifa Award for Education, or trophy, Certificate of Excellence in the category that the applicant will win, and then a financial prize, which is $50,000 to be given to the individuals or groups or institutions, because the research that would be submitted is allowed also for a group of people to hold it, or one person or an institute. If we are going to talk now about the second category, which is best program, curricula, and teaching practice, here the Khalifa International Award for Early Learning seeks to identify initiatives aimed to improving early home education, informal care, formal care, and education with significant improvements in quality and teaching. Best program and curricula is similar to the other one also. We focus on 4 measures for judgment. We focus on innovativeness, importance, impact, and sustainability or feasibility. Each of the criteria again will be assigned to the equal value in judging. To assist in preparing, again we provide 4 main questions with under each question we have sub-questions to support the applicants to consider it during their application. Again, there should be an abstract of 300 words briefly describing the program. Also, all programs submitted for consideration should have been subject to evaluation of implementation and outcomes that provide evidence to program implementation. It should not exceed 10 pages, again with an optional appendix of 3 pages that includes references or any published online materials. When we look at the 4 questions, the question number 1 says, how innovative or creative and groundbreaking is the program? Does the program inspire or offer a model for a new creative approaches to early childhood activities? How important is the program? Does the program address one or more critical issues or problems that families, communities are suffer from, and it provides them the solutions? What are the program's goals for expanding access, improving the quality of early learning experiences? How extensive are the intended changes and particular outcomes of the program? The question number 3 focuses on what are the impacts. What impacts have been documented by an evaluation, quantitative, qualitative, or mixed methods? On access quality of particular learning outcomes, to what extent have persistent and sustained changes in practice and outcomes been demonstrated with rigorous evaluation methods? How substantive or transformative is the new program for practice? The fourth question relies on the feasibility and sustainability of the program. We are asking, the applicant should answer these 4 questions. Question 1 is, to what extent has the program or practice been scaled so far? What is the potential for it? How well is the program documented and is sufficient information provided and accuracy is supporting the program? How much the program does cost? What's the price, like what's the total cost of the program, and what resources are required to implement this program? Again, for the best category of the program and curricula or methodologies and teaching practices, the Khalifa Award for Education trophy will be received by the winner, certificate of excellence and category, and a financial prize, again $50,000. And it will be given, again, the opportunity is open for individuals, for groups, for institutions to participate in. The age group, it's according to the, which is adopted to the, by the UNESCO, it's from 0 to birth to the age of 8, and any functional programs and practical research relevant to early childhood are eligible to apply for the Khalifa International Early Learning Award. Qualifications for the Khalifa International Award for Early Learning, also applicants may be individuals, as I mentioned earlier, teams, or institutions for any country across the world. It's not specified just for the local, UAE applicants. It's for the entire world. The applicants should not apply for a similar award within or outside the UAE in the same area during the same year, and applicants must not have received any other award in the same field, similar moral and material value within the last 2 years, including the year of nomination. Applying for the award. In order for the applicants to be fulfilled and correct, it must be submitted through the online application, which is http://el.khaward.ae before the deadline. So from today up to 17th of January, yes. The application must conform with general guidelines and provide all the documents required for electronic applications. The application must be in English language. Applicants in Arabic applications will not be considered. As we mentioned, it's international and it should be in English. If work teams institution from outside country win the prize, only the head of the team come and will attend the, or a representative to attend the winning ceremony, which will be held by mid of May. In the category of best research and studies, or the category of best program, curricula, teaching methodologies, the material content must not have been prepared within the requirement for obtaining bachelor's degree, master's degree, or doctoral degrees or equivalent. The e-communication will be with the award team and award committee. Any questions if the applicants would have should be directed to this website, el.info@khaward.ae. For any technical inquiries and information or support required during the application, also the applicants are required to email el.support@khaward.ae. The Khalifa International Award for Early Learning field is not restricted to local applications, but are open to initiatives and research regionally and internationally. Initiatives and research can be relevant to any child whose age falls within the standards definition of early childhood from birth to year 8. Applications may apply for only one of the awards in a given year and shall not have received any other award for the submitted initiative research. English is the official language of the submission that must be made through the online platform via the official website of the award. All applications will go through an initial screening process held by specialized professional educators. The award also will go then to the judging committee, who is highly qualified with international and strong background in research and early childhood practices. Applicants who do not win will remain confidential and can apply again in a future year. Following the award presentation ceremony, the Khalifa Award for Education will host a global ceremony in a very prestigious location where the winners could be invited to attend and be appreciated.